Robin Williams switched from political science to acting, studied at Juilliard, and worked as a busboy and bartender before his stand-up debut Mork and Mindy, 1978 to 1982, launched his career. Keanu Reeves, a former hockey goalie, pursued acting at 15, debuted in 1984, and found fame with Point Break, 1991, Speed, 1994, and The Matrix, 1999. Morgan Freeman began acting at 9, won a drama contest at 12, and later joined the Air Force. After serving, he studied arts, worked as a dancer, and rose to fame in the 1970s on The Electric Company. Joe Biden was class president and played sports in school. After graduating in 1968, he became a lawyer. He served in the U.S. Senate for 36 years before becoming vice president under Barack Obama in 2009. Jim Carrey worked as a janitor as a teen before dropping out to pursue comedy in Toronto. Gaining local fame, he toured and appeared on TV. In Living Color led to his breakout roles in Ace Ventura and The Mask in 1994. Susan Sarandon studied drama, debuted in Joe, and rose to fame with The Rocky Horror Picture Show, 1975. Her career soared with The Witches of Eastwick, 1987, and Bull Durham, 1988. Peter Dinklage, inspired by True West. In 1984, studied drama and worked at a data processing company. His breakthrough came with The Station Agent, 2003, and he became famous for playing Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones. Before acting, Steve Buscemi was a fireman in Manhattan from 1980 to 1984. After 9/11, he returned to his station and worked 12-hour shifts digging through rubble. He now lives in Brooklyn's Park Slope. 15-year-old Dwayne Johnson, circa 1987. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a top-grossing actor, transitioned from football and wrestling to stardom with his breakthrough in The Mummy Returns, 2001. Nirvana in 1990. Nirvana, formed by Kurt Cobain and Chris Novoselic in 1987, gained fame with Smells Like Teen Spirit from Nevermind, 1991, which sold over 30 million copies worldwide. Sean Connery, during his time with the Royal Navy. In 1946, Sean Connery's first job was as a milkman, followed by various roles like lifeguard and lorry driver. He started acting in the 1950s, with his breakthrough coming as James Bond in the 1960s. 16-year-old Angelina Jolie. In circa 1991, Angelina Jolie's acting journey began watching movies with her mother. She studied drama, and after roles in student films, she rose to fame with Gia, 1998, and Tomb Raider, 2001. Christoph Waltz. In 1975, Christoph Waltz, initially drawn to opera, studied acting and singing before focusing on stage roles. His breakthrough came with Inglourious Basterds, 2009, earning him numerous acting awards. Eminem began rapping at 14, and after his debut album flopped, his Slim Shady EP Crunch, 1997, gained Dr. Dre's attention, leading to Slim Shady LP, 1999, and global fame. Lady Gaga in the 2000s. Lady Gaga began playing piano at 4, performed at open mics, and rose to fame with her debut album, The Fame, featuring hits like Just Dance and Poker Face. Bob Marley. When the song Rude Boy was released in 1964, Bob Marley formed the Wailers in 1963 with their hit Simmer Down, selling 70,000 copies. They gained stardom in the 1970s after signing with Island Records and releasing Catch a Fire. Christian Bale. In 1990, Christian Bale was inspired by Gary Oldman and began acting with a 1982 commercial. After stage work and small film roles, his career took off with American Psycho, 2000, where he played Patrick Bateman. Jennifer Aniston, dressed as a witch for Halloween in circa 1986. Jennifer Aniston discovered acting at 11 and worked part-time jobs while pursuing her career. After several failed shows, she became famous for her role as Rachel Green in Friends. Quentin Tarantino in 1983. Quentin Tarantino developed an interest in movies at school and worked in a video store, learning filmmaking. He started in Hollywood as a production assistant and became a star director with Reservoir Dogs, 1992. Clint Eastwood as a high school senior in 1948. Clint Eastwood worked various jobs before being drafted into the Army in 1950. He gained fame in 1959 with Rawhide and became internationally known for The Man with No Name, 1964. Vin Diesel in the 1980s. Vin Diesel began acting at 7 and studied creative writing. After small roles, he gained fame in Saving Private Ryan and became a star with The Fast and the Furious, 2001, and XXX, 2002. Katy Perry. In 2001, Katy Perry began singing at 9 and learned guitar at 13. After releasing a Christian music album in 2001, she gained fame with her 2008 album One of the Boys, featuring hits like I Kissed a Girl and Hot and Cold. David Harbour. In 1994, David Harbour began acting in the late 1990s with his first job on Broadway in The Rainmaker. He gained recognition through TV shows and movies before Stranger Things, 2016, catapulted him to stardom. Mark Zuckerberg at Harvard in 2002. Mark Zuckerberg began coding in middle school and was tutored privately by his father. In college, he created Facebook to connect Harvard students, which later expanded to other universities and eventually the world. At 16, Johnny Depp dropped out of high school to pursue music with his band, The Kids, moving to Los Angeles. In 1983, he married makeup artist Lori Ann Allison while struggling as a musician. Nicole Kidman, born in Honolulu to Australian parents, was raised in Sydney. She began her acting career as a teenager, debuting as a lead in the thriller Dead Calm, 1989. Kurt Cobain was an American rock musician who rose to fame as the lead singer, guitarist, and primary songwriter for the seminal grunge band Nirvana. Jennifer Aniston worked in off-Broadway productions and supported herself with part-time jobs. In 1988, she had an uncredited role in the film Mac and Me. Brad Pitt at a cocktail party in Beverly Hills in 1988. Brad Pitt left college 2 credits short to move to California. Before acting, he worked various jobs including driving strippers, moving refrigerators, and dressing as a chicken for El Pollo Loco. Leonardo DiCaprio. In 1989, when little Leo was just 15, DiCaprio began appearing in television commercials as a young child, though he didn't have much success in Hollywood until he reached his early teens. For years, he had trouble landing an agent. Matthew Perry was a high-ranking junior tennis player while growing up in Ottawa and had dreams of becoming a professional athlete. However, at age 15, he went to live with his father in Los Angeles, and there he became interested in acting. Courtney Cox gained fame in 1984 when she appeared in Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark music video, where she danced on stage with him. She later starred in Friends, 1994. Scarlett Johansson debuted in the off-Broadway play as a child and made her film debut in North, 1994. She gained recognition with Manny and Lowe, 1996, The Horse Whisperer, 1998, and Ghost World, 2001. Harrison Ford, born in Chicago, attended Ripon College and took minor acting roles before switching to carpentry.